So a climate model is a large mathematical computational model that represents the Earth system. We describe the movement of the air in the oceans using physical equations, and we divide the Earth into lots of different grid boxes that spread over the whole entire Earth as well as throughout the atmosphere. And we look at how air moves and changes through the seasons and through the years. And we increase greenhouse gas concentrations in a climate model, which allows us to look at how climate change may change the circulation of the atmosphere, the temperatures at the surface, precipitation patterns, and things like that. So that's basically what a climate model does. Excuse me, you guys. Who are you guys? What year is it?
Well, I'm Jack.
I'm Jason.
I'm really confused.
What do you mean, what year is it? It's 2064.
Oh my gosh. What's the climate like right now?
Well, it's really dry, and there's no more water, fresh water.
Is this all because of climate change?
Well, yeah, duh. Well, the climate change has made it so that the air circulation is not bringing in any moisture to the middle USA. So all the rain has stopped.
That is so devastating. You know, in my time, I was a climate scientist, so maybe I could help build a climate model where we can see if cloud seeding could bring rain into this area.
Why didn't we think of that?
We're so smart, and yet we couldn't think of that.
Well, I'm glad I'm here to help you guys.
Well, let's collaborate. We've got a couple of supercomputers we can use.
To the supercomputer.
So I study a few things. My main project right now is trying to take climate model output. So we use these mathematical models to represent the climate system. So that's the atmosphere, the ocean, the cryosphere, which includes ice, and the land surface, which includes plants and soil moisture. And I take information from multiple models, and I try to create climate change projections for small regions or local regions. This is often something people get confused about because we live in a place where it can be really hot or really cold, and this is opposite to what people have been talking about in terms of climate. So this is the rule that I use to talk about the difference between weather and climate. So weather tells you what to wear clothing-wise on a day-to-day basis. You wake up in the morning, you look up what the weather's going to be, and you decide what to wear. Climate tells you what's going to be in your closet. It's going to tell you if you're going to have sweaters in your closet or you're going to have tank tops in your closet. So what does that mean? That means climate is kind of the average and somewhat of all of the weather that's going on. If you live in a hot, humid place versus a hot, dry place, those are kind of the climates of the region. But on a day-to-day, that change that happens, the weather that we see, the clouds, the rain, that is what determines, I guess, what we call weather. So does that make sense a little bit?
It does.
Hey guys, what are you up to?
Well, we're trying to create a climate model to figure out the potential of cloud seeding in middle USA to try and bring back the water with Dr. Rachel McCrary, who, believe it or not, is actually from 50 years in the past.
Okay, well, can I help?
Sure, we need all the computer scientists we can get.
So what's the plan?
Our plan is to build a climate model so we can look at cloud seeding and if it can bring more moisture to this part of the United States, in particular Trail Ridge Middle School. The plan is to release aerosols in the atmosphere, which will help cloud droplets form, and once clouds are there, we can bring rain right here where we are.
Wow, that sounds like a great plan.
So one thing we haven't talked about yet, we haven't
What about the cloud seeding? So we need to dig deep into the gelatin.
Step away from the water! I'm sorry. I apologize.
Anna, no!